It's all about truth. All of it. Every single thing. All boils down to the truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free. All right, we are once again live. Welcome to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here right now, going to be talking all things Bitcoin. If you are watching this right now on any platform other than Rumble, be sure you subscribe to me on Rumble to make sure you catch the next live broadcast, because I am going to be taking comments and questions from the chat. So be sure you get those in, and make sure you subscribe to me once again on Rumble if you want to catch this live. And as I said, today we're going to be talking about all things Bitcoin. It has just hit all-time highs. Let me go ahead and refresh the numbers here at CoinMarketCap. We see Bitcoin is clocking in, as of the making of this live stream, $69,337. This is up 2% on the day. This is up, 10% over the last week. This is up 52% over the last month, 214% over the last year, and whatever the heck this number is the percentage that it is up all time right now. So this is quite remarkable. There's a lot of reasons why this is happening, and we're going to talk about that today. But Bitcoin right now is approaching the market cap of silver. If you look at the total at the top assets in the world by market cap, you'll see Bitcoin is now clocking in at number 9 with $1.348 trillion coming into that space, with silver clocking in at $1.381 trillion. So I think Bitcoin is about to overtake silver any day now, and that is truly mind-boggling when you consider how long silver has obviously been around and how long Bitcoin has been around. Of course, gold is the kingpin here. Number one position, $14.5 trillion is invested in gold, and that also is at an all-time high. If I refresh this, we see gold is at 2176 as of the making of this video. So we'll take a quick look today at why that is as well. Gold prices hit all-time new record highs. Here are 5 reasons why investors are buying in. But of course, the big story of the day is Bitcoin breaking its all-time high of 70,000 with volatile trading, hitting that new record. And one of the main reasons why this in particular is happening is because of the approval of these ETFs, which is now being referred to as the newborn 9. Bitcoin ETFs now hold 300,000 BTC. That's over $17 billion worth. That makes up about 1.5% of the current supply of Bitcoin. So that's pretty wild, guys. We're going to talk about that. I also wanted to show you this. I'm sure you know, in the news right now, apparently Donald Trump has to raise $500 million in a hurry because of these 2 recent courtroom losses. But if you've been following my work, you will know that, the false left-right paradigm is a huge stage show. It's more choreographed than a ballet, and I don't think this man's going to have to pay anything. He's going to be selected more likely than not as the next president of the United States, and will most likely march the world into World War III in 2025. But having said that, check this out, guys. There is a coin right now called Strump. Stands for Super Trump. And it is gaining a lot of attention right now. If you look at the what's trending, it is the number 6 trending coin right now. And it has a market cap of $11 million. And if you go to their website, here's the interesting thing. Keep in mind what's going on in the news, right? That this man is being forced to, pay up, billions or $500 million. Well, check this out. Here's the tokenomics of this coin, how it works. Here's the supply. Partners are CoinMarketCap, Uniswap, CoinGecko, reputable places. Here's the contract address. Now, here's where it gets interesting. 0.8% goes to the Donald Trump wallet. Proud to announce 0.8% of our wallet is reserved for Trump. As a dedicated Trump community, this is our gesture of support, ready for him to claim whenever he chooses. We're more than just a meme. We believe in Trump's political vision, and we're confident that this year he'll reclaim the throne and make America great again. So here they say they have a portion of this asset reserved specifically for Donald Trump. They've got 0.8 allocated to his wallet that they are going to give to him, which apparently currently has $11.12 million in it. Mind you, CoinMarketCap has said here that they haven't verified that this is the circulating supply, but it apparently has 11 million in it right now, and again, 0.8 of this is going to be going towards Donald Trump. Now, I wouldn't, advise anybody gets in on these types of pump and dump kind of scam coins, but this is very interesting, something I'm going to be paying attention to moving forward. Also, there's a lot of other events that we could talk about in terms of what might drive the price of Bitcoin up, like the halving. This is an event that happens every 4 years. If you're not familiar with this, the mining process for Bitcoin is cut in half every 4 years. So back when Bitcoin mining began, 2009, miners used to get a pretty large chunk of Bitcoin for mining a block. I think it was 24 or maybe it was 12 or something like that. And then when it went into the halving in 2012, it went down to like 12 and a half, and then in 2014, it went to like 6.5, and then 3.5, and then anyways, the next halving event is coming up most likely in April, and this is probably going to cause this price to skyrocket as well. So lots of crazy stuff to talk about in today's video, guys. We're going to get into it all. Really quickly, though, if you do appreciate my efforts to bring you this info, please don't forget to check me out at pressfortruth.ca/donate. Here you can do PayPal, you can do Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. You can do Subscribestar, you can do an e-transfer, you can send stuff to my P.O. box, guys. Thank you so much to everybody who does take a moment to support my efforts here at Press for Truth. All right, check this out, guys. The Newborn 9, this is the Bitcoin spot ETFs that were approved recently that are pretty much taking over the industry right now and causing this massive spike. The 9 newly approved spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds in the United States now have more than 300,000 BTC, over 17 billion worth of the asset under management. Data from the research firm shows that 9 of the fund managers collectively have 303,002 Bitcoins under management. That's 1.5% of the current 19.6 million BTC. So 9 of these ETF guys are in control of 1.5% of the market already. BlackRock is just eating this up as much as they can. And if you are involved in a BlackRock type Bitcoin ETF, man, oh man, are you going about things in the wrong way? I mean, it was what's his name? The Bitcoin guru, Antonopoulos, I think it is, who recently said, Bitcoin is like the cruise. Your friends are out on a cruise, they're enjoying the sun. That's Bitcoin. And then you're sitting back going, I want to get in on, I want to enjoy the views. I want to get the rays on my face, but I'm a little bit afraid of, boats. So I'm going to go through an ETF. So now you get exposure to the cruise ship by sitting in your living room with an Apple, a headset on. And that essentially is ETFs when compared to a Bitcoin. So if you don't own your own keys, you don't own your own coins. So getting in on the ETF insanity is crazy to me, because you're not in control of your own money. At the current price of about 57,000, that tally comes out to about $17 billion worth that they all have. Note, this doesn't even include the holdings of Grayscale, which converted its existing Bitcoin BTF Bitcoin Trust which was launched in 2013 to a Bitcoin ETF once approved by the SEC. According to the GBTC website, Grayscale holds 444,446 BTC. That's about $25 billion worth of this stuff. So, it's starting to get to the point where the major institutions are flooding into this thing, to the point where they may soon be able to, manipulate some of the swings just by having such a huge hold on this. Now, as I said, Bitcoin ETFs are not necessarily a good thing. I think a lot of Bitcoin maximalists and fundamentalists are going to see this as, global adoption is coming. But again, it seems to be moving things into the hands of, the banksters, essentially. But this is why I think it's important to pay attention to these other coins that are popping off right now. Look at the biggest gainers today. This is pretty wild to me. Floki, Pepe, Dog Whiff Hat, Bonk, Shib Inu is still in there. So these are all meme coins that are some of the top gainers today, which is absolutely wild. Again, and don't take any of this video as any kind of financial advice. I would not suggest you get in on this meme coin craze. But it is interesting to pay attention to, guys. I think there's going to be a lot of things going on over the next 10 years with cryptocurrency, because ever since I started learning about Bitcoin back in 2009, 2010, I was very skeptical in the beginning. I in fact, used to warn everybody that Bitcoin was like a Trojan horse that was being set up by the government to rope in freedom-minded, libertarian-minded individuals to think that this is their currency when really it's under the control of the powers that ought not be. But the more I learned about the nature of decentralization and how blockchain technology works, I've come to realize I don't think BTC is the be-all and end-all one world digital currency that we are eventually going to be faced with. I've been warning about the coming cashless society for almost 20 years now, saying that we are leading to a time of a cashless society and that there will be an eventual one world digital currency. This is not going to be a fun time for anybody. It is coming. But as I've often said, I don't think necessarily BTC is the be-all and end-all one world digital coin. I think they're going to have to figure out how to destroy this in order to eventually bring on the CBDC, the central bank's digital currency. And that's what all of this is truly leading to. Now, I mentioned I was going to talk a little bit about the halving. This, of course, is an event that is potentially coming up in April. This is where the mining price for Bitcoin is reduced every 4 years, but that's what makes it makes it scarce. This is why it has value, and some people wonder if miners are going to make half as much as they used to, why would they continue to mine? But the idea is that the price is going to continue to go up. So yeah, now as of April, they're only going to be making like 3 Bitcoins instead of 6 or whatever it is, but the Bitcoin price is going to be so high that it's still going to be worthwhile for them to mine. This may be, a bunch of just tech gobbledygook to a lot of viewers here, and we can get into it. I will be covering the chat and all your comments and your questions in the chat. Again, if you're watching this video on anywhere other than Rumble, be sure to subscribe to me on there so you can catch the next time we go live and you can get in on the comments and the questions. But let's not forget who is king here. Gold is still currently number one, and for good reason. Why investors are buying gold right now are for a number of reasons. Obviously, portfolio diversification, but I think the big ones are it's a reliable store of wealth. Traditionally, in times of trouble, gold has always held up as a good store of value. We don't know how necessarily Bitcoin is going to hold up in the scenario of like a World War III type scenario. We do know how gold holds up in those situations. We do know that it's been a fantastic hedge against inflation as well, and it historically has held up to do that, and it protects against losses from geopolitical uncertainty. So if I were to give any kind of advice today, it would be to get into the precious metal space. Gold and silver are those, tangible assets that you can physically hold in your hand. Not much like the digital version of gold, which is scarce and does have those qualities. And a lot of people say, Dan, what happens if the oligarchy shuts off the internet, or they just, we have a cyber attack and everything gets shut down? What are you going to do with all the Bitcoin at that point? And guess what, guys? If the world gets shut down and the internet is essentially off, the last thing you're going to be worrying about is your Bitcoin address. I'm pretty sure at that point you're going to be fending off, the people who are trying to come steal the food out of your backyard garden, rather than worrying about your Bitcoin wallet. So just wanted to bring that to your attention today as well. But very interesting what's happening in this space. I want to remind you that gold is still king. Silver is still on top of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's about to make that big turn, which is remarkable. Again, considering how long these things have been around. Again, I'm going to continue to pay attention to this Strump coin because of their offer to give Donald Trump a certain portion, an allocation of the crypto. And if this continues to grow, I think this is going to become a big talking point in the news. So keep an eye out for Super Trump coin. I'm not advocating, for this man. Anybody who's been watching my videos over the years know that I've been exposing the false left-right paradigm for years and the selection process that happens in the United States. But I just wanted to bring to your attention this Trump coin that I think is going to gain a lot of attention. It apparently has $11 million already. And if this blows up to like $500 million, what this guy is looking for, that's going to be very, very interesting. So just wanted to maybe potentially be the first one to bring it to your attention. So just wanted to bring all of this to your attention, guys. Crazy times. If you do appreciate my efforts to bring you this info, don't forget to check me out here at pressfortruth.ca/donate. You can check the links in the description to where you can find me there. And that's all for today, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. I want to remind you, I am live right now on Rumble. So if you're watching this on any other platform other than Rumble, be sure you subscribe to me there so you can get in on the next video, the next live stream, and you can have your comments and questions read out on the air as I'm about to do right now. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please click the thumbs up button, share this video, and stay tuned. We're going to have more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.